Hey guys, we're going to go after all 46 of the pilot's helmets here in Titanfall 2. It'll earn you the Every Nook and Cranny trophy. Now, again, there's 46 of them, the first of which is going to be in the Gauntlet at the very beginning of the game. It's actually at the very end of the Gauntlet itself. All you need to do is jump up to this platform here, again, right before the very end of that section. Now we're going to go to the level BT7274, and we're going to have to do a wall run across here, and this one will be right in front of you. It's going to be next to this pod. Pretty hard to miss unless you don't know what you're looking for. They do have a nice blue glow to them, so it should be pretty easy to spot this one. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up. We got another one here in this level as well. It's going to be after, I believe, you collect the final battery, and you're going to, we're going to have to actually take that back to BT. And then drop down here. We're going to slide down a little bit, and then we're going to have to do another wall run here on the right side. You'll see on the left side there's a little platform we can jump to, and I have a little wall run fail. It's early in the game. I'm still trying to figure out how to do it, apparently. Anyways, once you've successfully wall run, jump over here and grab that pilot's helmet. So number 4, we're going to head over to the Blood and Rust mission. Now you're going to start outside, you're going to have a lot of combat out here, and then you're going to go inside of here. Now I believe you get a Titan loadout which, right about here, which I already got. Now be careful of this water because it is hazardous to your pilot when you exit the Titan, which we have to do to get this collectible. So locate this pipe over here, it's on the right side, so we can get out, and then we're going to jump up to another pipe above it. Now we're going to follow this around back to the left and then down, and we'll find number 4. So that is very close to once you get inside the building. Number 5, we're going to keep, that's actually not very far past the last one. You're going to enter the next large open area. Now we're going to have to get out of our Titan, and I did not clear this room prior to going and running up here and get this because I'm playing on easy difficulty just for this recording. Now once you get out of there, follow the stairs up to the right and then do a wall jump up to this platform here and collect your helmet. So next up, you're going to have to follow this pipe here and jump open. You got this opening here, labeled number 7. So you're going to have to follow this up. Once you make it all the way up here, we're going to have to jump to the pipe to the left and then make our way to the balcony over there to the left just above us. So we're going to use some double jumping skills here to get to this one. Be careful again of the water if you're outside of the Titan. So next up, you and your teammates are going to have to cross over to the opposite side here. Again, there's water here, so we're going to use this wall run, then double jump over to this platform here, and then we're going to exit this room, and there's going to be another room to the left as you exit this area. So once you exit this area, turn left, and we will see this right in front of us up above. But again, we got to stay out of the water. We're going to do a wall run here, and then do a double jump up to this pipe, and make our way to the helmet. So that is number 7. Moving on, number 8, you're going to have to unlock this door using that control panel right here. Once you've done that, you're going to see some flying enemies, and it'll actually avert your eyes if you follow them up to the pilot's helmet just above. So to get that one, more wall running, more double jumping, which is going to be the case for a lot of these collectibles. Get up on the yellow pipe, use the wall, jump over to the yellow pipe in the back of the room, wall run, and then jump up to this right here. Turn around and you'll see it right on the railing. Number 9. This is in the room with a bunch of sludge just coming down. It's cascading down from above. Now we're going to have to make your way up platform around to get up to safety. Now if you get to this pipe here, you can look, that's actually right by the exit to this room. So I'm going to actually make this a little difficult on myself and do a double jump wall run, followed by another double jump to get up to this landing where the sludge is coming from. The sludge is then going to kill me. So be careful of the sludge. Now there's an easy way to get this. If you just actually go towards the end of this section normally as you're supposed to, and you make your way here, and then you can jump from here over the exit to this area to this same platform. So that's a little easier. Recommend you probably do that. Then moving on to Into the Abyss. Near the beginning of the level, you have this nice little oasis here. You got the little island here in the middle. You're supposed to go over to the left, but you're going to go to the right because that's where the pilot's helmet's going to be located. Locate this little cave here, and you'll see it just inside. Now, from this location, and there you got the off the beaten path for finding 10 of them. Now from this location, you're going to move just a little further forward. You're going to get the Scorch loadout. So right after you get the Scorch loadout, we're going to have to jump out, and you'll notice there's a little hole here in the fence. If we jump up in the pipe, we can actually go through the fence here. And then just follow this left side. You see the collectible right in front of us. So make sure you get this right shortly after you get the Scorch loadout. So next up, the next area, you're going to come around here, and you'll see this one off on the distance. It's on a pipe way out there. There's going to be a bunch of enemies in this area, so clear most of them out. And now we're going to have to do some more platforming to get up to that top left. So we're going to start these pipes right in front of me and jump up here. There actually might be a slightly easier way. I didn't check, but it's not too difficult. So just make your way up into the back of this section here, so you can get to this pipe way over here. Now I'm not using the best skills here to navigate this, but I'm going to inch my way around here and finally get to this safely. And that's number 12. Number 13, after we got the Brute loadout, we just picked that up. You're supposed to go to that office inside there to the right. Now you're going to see a vehicle over here on the circular platform. Underneath this platform is actually where the collectible is going to be located. So to get to that, look for the waterfalls over here, and we're going to jump down on the left-hand side. And we need to go down right here. Once we're here, turn around, you'll see it right in front of you. Alright, so once you get back onto the story path from down there, just keep following it around. You got another pipe you're going to be running along here. And then you're going to have a wall jump here to the right, a wall run rather. And you're going to wall run up to the one on the left and drop down. Before following that pipe, look to the right, and then you can use the structure here in the center of this area to wall run and jump over to here. Alright, so next up, this is kind of towards the end of the fabrication, the prefab houses that are being built. And you'll see the outside wall will be attached. And this is going to be over here, just up. There's going to be a pipe right up above us here. We're going to have to jump on this box to get to it. And we're supposed to do a wall run. Probably the easiest way to do it, and I completely fail. So let's go back up and do the wall run and then jump up to the pipe. Now this is the station after you get the sides. This is the stop where they actually add the stairs. You will see the stairs added to the second level. So you can see that one side wall is already up on the prefabricated house here, and then the machine's going to add the stairs. That is your stop to get that collectible. So shortly after that, as you're making your escape, you're going to climb up to the top of the urban assembly, and this is kind of where things are sideways. Now, once you get up here, you'll notice one way out in the distance here, so we're going to have to do a double jump wall run, and do another wall run jump from right here. Not too difficult to find, but it is a little slightly off the path. Next up, you're going to have these two columns here with the little blue pods. Now what you're going to do is jump from the first one over to the second column, and then turn around after you get onto the second blue pod to jump to one behind you and up, and then jump up one more, and you can see the pilot's helmet right there. Alright, so the last one here into the abyss, and you're going to have to finally meet up with BT. You can see him down over there. In order to get there, you're going to use these moving wall patterns. And before going into where BT is located, we're going to drop down just to the right of that opening on top of this rock for this pilot's helmet. And that'll do it for Into the Abyss. Now we're going to head to Effect and Cause. As soon as you get outside, you're going to make your way through a building. And this is where time is going to go jump in the past into the present. So once you jump outside here, now there's 3 chapters in this, so you can get these first 2 collectibles in either chapter 1 or chapter 3. I'm doing it here in chapter 1. But once you make your way outside, in the center of the area on top of the street light here, you see it. Pretty hard to miss. Now from here, we're going to actually turn around to our right and we'll see a second one. You see it right there. So we're going to have to do some clever wall running here. I'm going to double jump and then wall run. And then double jump over here and completely fail. So let's try it again. Going from the other direction. Double jump, wall run, and then another double jump there to get that pilot helmet. Alright, so next up, a little further in, you're going to finally get to this elevator section here. and you have to switch to the past in order to gain access into the elevator shafts. And then jump up, and then you're going to have 2 ropes here. You can climb up or climb down, so we want to make sure we climb up. Now once we're up here, you need to be in the present time, and you'll see a helmet. And you look in the past, it's not there, so make sure you adjust time accordingly. And in the center of this, you can just use some wall jumping here to get it. So moving on, you're going to get to this little display here, and then you're going to go out this door, and you got this area here, this little trap with the laser grid. Now if we go back in time, you'll see the laser grid is gone, and there's a collectible in the center of this. So we're going to be able to do some wall running. Just kind of go back and forth until we get it. Now when you get it, switch back to switch time, so there'll be a floor there for you. Or risk dying if you don't. So next up, you're going to turn this corner. You got some turrets coming at you. If we go back in time, you can see there's a little firewall. Present time, back in time. Now we're going to go into this little room right there in front of me. You can see the helmet is not there in the past. So we can jump in here, switch time, and immediately pick up the pilot's helmet there. So next up, we're actually going to leave. We're going to go outside. Once we're outside, you're kind of supposed to go off to the right, but if you look to the left, there's some platforms here that will appear or disappear depending on which time you're in. So you want to jump over to the second one and pick up the pilot's helmet. Alright, so next up, you're going to have to zip line down this line here. Now there's 2 collectibles we're going to get here in this recording. Now you have the wall to the left and right that'll switch back and forth depending which time you're in. And there's one over there, and then there's a second collectible out in the distance there. So here's the first collectible we're going to get. Adjust time. As you're jumping, you're going to have to change the time in order to make the wall appear. Right there is where the first pilot helmet is located in this area. And then the second one is going to be right here. We're going to do a wall run to the right on the glass here. And as we wall run, we're going to change the time. Be careful of the fire, as I was not, but there you go. There's the pilot helmet. And that's it for affecting cause. We're going to move on to the beacon. The beacon, if you follow the story path from the beginning, you're going to go into the right. There's a building there. Make your way through it, and eventually you're going to see these 2 spinning turbine things in the pilot helmet right in the center of this one here to the right. This is on your way to getting the arc tool. Now once you've got the arc tool, you're going to have to make your way all the way up to the top of this big open area, and you're going to have to use the tool to force the air to lift you up. Now one way is going to be the exit, and behind you is the pilot helmet. So make sure you don't go out. Make sure you get this pilot helmet first. Then if you turn around, you can go to exit that area. Now you're going to completely leave that building and go to the other side of the world here. And we're going to find a whole bunch of pilot helmets here. And the first one is going to be, as you approach the first building, you can jump up onto this right here and then jump up to the large center building in the middle. And you'll find this one along the column here to the right. Now once you're here, if you look just to your left, you will see another one. You can see it right there out in the distance. So we're going to use some clever platforming here. There's probably actually a couple different ways you can get up to here, but I'm going to jump over to the second column here and wall run around the left side and then double jump and boost up. And it'll be right on the corner once you make your way up to the top of this platform. Alright, so next up, BT is going to throw you. And he's got one hell of an arm. So you're going to wall run across this panel. As soon as you enter this building here, just to your right, use your arc tool to open up the door, and you'll find the helmet right inside. Pretty easy there. Now you're going to find a crane. This is the first of, I think, 4 cranes you're going to interact with. So move the panel so you can wall run over to the next section. This is going along the story path. So we're going to jump down and we're going to go through this building. Use the arc tool to open the door. Take a little bridge over to the next building, and it's going to be on the top of this one right in front of us. Alright, so next up, we're going to use another crane. Move another platform. And now once you've done this, you can actually see the pilot helmet out in the distance up above. So continue, do a wall run here and continue jumping and wall running all the way up until you get to the top here to pick up the next helmet. So that one you'll see. Next up, you're going to have another crane. This one's going to lead you to building number 4. I think this is the 4th crane you interact with. 3 and 4, I believe, are right close to one another. But you're going to have to go in here. This is the story path. Once you enter this building, go up to the 2nd level here above that door and find the helmet. After that, you're going to continue on a little bit further. You're going to see Beacon 4. There's that building there. There's a control panel you're going to have to interact with. So we're going to head that way. So we're going to have to go up some stairs. Once we get to the top of the stairs, we're actually going to jump out a window, an opening on the left-hand side. So right here, jump out, and it'll be in the corner of this roof. Alright, so next up, BT is going to throw you once again. It's going to throw you way up there. Now this one, you're not going to miss. I mean, you'll have to almost be legally blind in order to miss this one. You're going to follow the path, you're going to follow these stairs, and you can already see it on top of the next landing. So right here, make sure you get that. Shouldn't be a problem for you. And then after that, you're going to make your way to the dish. And you're going to come up this way. And you're going to jump across, and you're going to be really pretty much at the base of the dish itself, the satellite itself. So once you jump across, we're going to follow the path to the right, and you'll see it across on the beam over there on the outside of the beam. And that'll do it for the beacon. A lot of collectibles in that one. In Trial by Fire, once you go inside the first building, you got a lot of combat outside, but once you make your way into the first building, you're going to see a railing on the left-hand side about 10 feet up. So you're going to have to exit your Titan and then jump over this railing on the left, and it'll be right around the corner. Now from there, we're going to continue along the path, and you're going to eventually go towards an elevator. The elevator is right in front of us. Do not go into that elevator. Instead, you'll see this yellow hose on the ground here, and I'm about to walk over. Get out of your Titan at that point. Don't follow Briggs into the elevator. Instead, follow this yellow hose this way in the little secret area, and you'll eventually come across the pilot's helmet. Alright, from there, you're going to find a new Titan loadout, and then you're going to come outside. You see that big ship out in the distance there. Look for these two little round structures here, and in between them, you'll see the collectibles right on this red pipe. And I have a hell of a time trying to jump up here and get this. But with a little patience, you're going to get it, not a problem. Alright, so now we're moving on to the Ark. Once you jump over into this first ship, kind of at the beginning, when you jump into the first ship, I'm going to travel back this way. Again, playing on easy, so I'm just going to run past these guys. Look for this last window here on the right-hand side, and use this to jump over to this platform down here to pick up the helmet. Now after that, you're going to get here, and this is tricky, this is timed. What's going to happen is Briggs is going to pull her ship alongside here, and you're going to have to wait for her to close the panel, then use that to platform. You need to jump into here before Sarah Briggs closes that door, because you're going to use that door to jump over and platform wall run to the next section. So again, make sure you jump into here before she closes that panel. Now once she does, you can now use the ship to wall run and jump over into the next section. Again, playing on easy is going to allow me to just kind of run through all this here for you guys. Certainly makes recording these things easier. Usually I'll clear out the areas first, but I didn't want to deal with it. There's too many enemies here. Alright, so you're going to make your way all the way back. You're supposed to take up the stairs all the way up to the top and meet your team up there. So don't go up the stairs. Instead, head down this path, and you'll see the collectible appear here on the left-hand side. Alright, so that'll do it for that. We're in the final mission, Fold Weapon. First one is going to be up there. This is near the beginning. You can platform using those black pipes there to try to get up there. It can be a little bit of a pain in the ass to do that. There is an alternate method into getting to that top area there, and we're going to do that by going out the backside, go through the building out the backside Jump up onto the rocks to the left here, and then kind of backtrack back to get on top of this structure. Now once you're up here, it gets a little tricky. You could try doing a wall run and jumping up to those black pipes. I'm going to just actually try to use the corners here as I'm going around them to do kind of kick myself up here, doing a combination of wall run and jumping here. But eventually you'll get to the top to get this helmet. Alright, so next up, you're going to go into the B4 building. It's right behind the big, large gun. You have to go through here with the story path. Once you're in here, it's going to be in front of you, way up high. So before you go through that path to the left, we're going to exit the Titan, jump up on top of these boxes, and there's a red pipe. It's kind of hard to see, but it's right in front of us. There's two of them. We're going to jump up to the second one here, and then just follow this all the way down, and then turn right and pick up the helmet. Number 46, and the final helmet in the game. And again, it's going to earn you the Every Nook and Cranny trophies. In the, not too far, you know this blue circular thing there, and you'll see out in the distance the pilot's helmet. There's a couple different paths you can use to get up here. Pretty easy. Just use your platforming. You've done it a whole bunch in the game by this point. And I'm going to completely fail trying to jump up to this pipe up here. I'll eventually get it. I'm sure there's probably a much easier way to get up here now I think about it. But once you're up here, walk this way. You're going to have to do a little kind of jump here in order to get that, just because it is elevated and you can't walk over that 1-inch little platform there. But that is the final collectible. The trophy takes us a few moments here to pop, but I do want to take this time to thank you for watching the video. Make sure you hit the like button and, of course, subscribe.